talking to my daughter about ownership and why it's so important. Okay.
Okay.
So Kai, I'm driving, so you know it's gonna go like this. Okay. So Kai, when you get old, there's gonna be a time in your life that you're not gonna want to work anymore. Might also be a time in your life where you can't physically work anymore, okay? Or you can't physically work how you were. So you notice how your grandmother, even your older granny and your younger granny, they both kind of move slow, right?
Yeah.
Cause they getting old. They get old, they get tired. You know, you might have some health things going on that decreases your ability to work as hard as you was working. Okay. Or even if, you know, let's say you've been taking real good care of your health, you've been eating healthy, you've been, you know, going to the doctor, doing right and stuff like that, and you know, you're one of these older people that health is in tip-top shape and still have energy and stuff like that, you still, like, after a while, you just don't want to have to work as hard, okay?
Okay.
But what are we working for? We're working for having a place to live. What else we working for? What's number 2?
Money.
Yeah, but why do we need money?
So we can buy a house and have a car and get most of the things we need and most of the things that we want.
Okay, so if we get money to buy a house, buy a car, right? If we gotta work to get our house and car, then do you want to have to keep paying for your house and car, or do you want to be able to not pay for that no more and still have money? Would you like to keep paying for it, or do you want to be able to stop paying for it?
Stop paying for the house?
Right. So the whole point of buying versus renting is people will try to tell you, like, oh, if you ain't got no kids to leave nothing to, you don't need to buy no house. You could rent. You get you a condo and rent. The whole point is to stop having to pay for stuff. The whole point is for whatever income that you have, whatever income that you generate, for it to create a life for you where you buy back your time, okay?
Okay.
The whole point is to have time to just enjoy living, period. All right? Going to work is cute. You know, if you enjoy what you do, if you like the profession that you're in, that's real cute. Real cute. But after a while, you're not going to want to do that. Or you're not going to want to do that as much. You're going to want to have more time to do leisurely things. Take vacations. See the world. You know, travel. Stuff like that. And you got to have money to do that. Okay? The 2 major expenses that most people have, do you know what they are? Okay, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you. Number 1 is their house, wherever they live, okay? Number 2 is their vehicle, okay?
Okay.
Once you have them 2 expenses paid for, it frees up your income for you to be able to invest and make your money work for you. And once you have your money going into something that's investing, that's growing as your investment for you, then your income is more freed up to do other stuff. For example, let's say I got a house that I'm renting, okay? Or apartment or condo, whatever that I'm renting. I'm renting it. It's never going to belong to me. I could live there 20, 30, 40, 50 years and it's never going to belong to me, okay? I could paint the walls. I could put stuff up if the landlord allows me to. I could make improvements to the house. I could do all kind of stuff. I could plant a garden in the back and do everything. I could put all the nice furniture in there that I want and everything. And then, let's say year 21, the person who owned the house decide they want to sell it. You know what happens? You gotta go. Or if you don't have to go, now whoever that they sold it to, you gotta deal with their rules. You gotta deal with how much they want you to pay. They might say they don't want you to have certain stuff at the house, and you have to adhere to that. They might say, I'm converting, maybe the whole side of your house was a piece of land that the old landlord used to let you use to put your garden at. Let's say that. Now this new landlord is like, look, I'm using this side of the house as a little parking lot. So your garage gonna be right here, and this is where you gonna be, and this other area I'm using for this. Since you don't own the house or the land that it's sitting on, what you gonna do except move or do what they say, right? Because it doesn't belong to you. And guess what? All the while, you're still paying for it because you're renting. And they're still getting some of your money because you're renting, okay?
Okay.
But if you bought this house, same house, if you bought it, say you live in there 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, and at the end of 20 years, because most mortgages are 15-year or 30-year. Okay? So let's say in 15 years you done paid for this house. You bought it, you done paid it up, right?
Right.
Okay. That means you no longer have to pay for this house. And guess who it belongs to? You. Not them. Not no landlord. It belongs to you. Okay?
Okay.
Same go for your car. And guess what? How much you was just paying for the house now goes back in your bank, back in your pocket. Right?
Right.
If you was paying $1,000 a month for this house and it's paid for, now as you still got money coming in, you still working or whatever, you now have a free $1,000 a month to do whatever you want to do with, because you done paying for this house. Okay?
Okay.
That is the point of buying versus renting. Peace. Girl, quit throwing up gang signs.
This is a hard song.
That's hard. Cut it out. I hope y'all learned something. Like and subscribe, man.